everybody. It is Friday and once again I have not seen you much this week. You would have seen some clips from the Twice concert on Wednesday, which was really good. Yesterday I did nothing in the morning, had a very chill day. My parents are actually currently in the south of France for a friend's anniversary party, so it's only Simon and I at home. However, he's actually not here. He is at Nicole's house, but he will be coming back today. But I was on shift last night and I was on the postnatal ward. Started off a bit heated. We had one patient that just was a bit much, but managed to get her settled. All of my other patients were really nice, very straightforward, just a lot of feeding support and kind of reassuring first-time parents, but nothing out of the ordinary. This morning I had done a major shop because I am making that sandwich that I had a few weeks ago again. However, this time I'm going to make it with ciabatta, I think that's how you pronounce it, rather than focaccia, just because this is less oily, and yeah, I think it'll be nicer with this. So as part of the haul, we've got the ciabatta. We've also got a different type of salami. So this is salami Napoli compared to salami Milano, which is the one I got last time, which is my go-to, but I think having this kind of looser one will make it nicer. We also got some discounted rockets, of course, the burrata. We've got some tomatoes, and I want to say that's everything for the actual sandwich. And then I also got Simon some of these, which are spicy sweet chili popped red lentil tortillas that he likes. I got him a couple packs of these. I got him 3 packs of mini fouet, which we really enjoyed last time. And then I went to Sainsbury's to get myself some lentil chips to have alongside my sandwich. And then for dinner, I'm going to be having the curry that I made on Wednesday, I think. And I bought some garlic to have with it. I had made some flatbreads, which were okay. I don't know how I could have made them better, but they weren't quite what I was expecting, which is quite sad. But it's a recipe that we had used before. Not too sure how I messed it up, but I messed it up somewhere. And then last thing I got from M&S is a white loaf. We usually do 50-50, but it's 44p, which is cheaper than 50-50. So I was like, why not go for bougie M&S toast instead? That is everything for my haul. Plan for today: I need to do a workout this morning. I had some mango on my way home, so I don't necessarily need to eat at the moment, so I might do that now, then shower, and then figure out what I'm doing. Simon said he's coming back around lunchtime, so we can at least have lunch together. And then this evening, he's got a gala for his football club, so I will be home alone this evening. I do need to catch up on Love Island. I have not watched yesterday's episode. So I will be watching that at some point today, and hopefully I can watch tonight's episode live. I feel like that would be quite a good way to wind down in the evening. But yeah, not much planned for today. Tomorrow is another off day, so once again, I'm not too sure what I'm planning on doing. And then on Sunday, I'm back at work, so I'm working Sunday night, Monday night. Let me pop all of this away and go do my workout. Cry. I don't even know if you can actually see it, but I am drenched in sweat right now. Maybe if I turn this way, like, I am honestly dripping in sweat. That was horrendous, honestly. So I did the Tebow workout on YouTube and would not recommend. It's so hard, like, honestly. So many, like, boxing, like, jabs, leg kicks, the whole shebang. Highly difficult, but I mean, is it worth it? I guess it means I've moved my body today. I hopefully will be doing this workout again, maybe next week at some point, if I'm really feeling up to it, maybe on Sunday, like Sunday morning, but we'll see on Sunday. I'm now going to shower and get all of this off me, and then I will be back to have some proper breakfast. Hello everybody, it is Sunday and you did not see me at all yesterday because I spent my whole day binge watching a series. So there was nothing interesting to film at all. The one thing that probably was worthy of filming was another spider chronicle, because one clearly wasn't enough. Wednesday came back from the concert, found a spider in the kitchen. She was quite chunky, like a very chunky body with quite like thick legs, a bit gross. And I sent a picture to my parents being like, by the way, this spider is in the kitchen, so if you see it, please deal with it. Obviously they didn't find it. And then yesterday Simon was downstairs in the kitchen and he was going into the garden and he actually found it. It was on our sliding doors on the inside. So I say it was a joint effort. I didn't really do much apart from stand there because we all know how I deal with spiders. But we used Raid. He sprayed it to basically kill it, and then we confirmed it was dead. And then we had to move it out because it was like in the tracks of the sliding doors. In the end, we got a broomstick, put some paper on the end of it, scooped it up, threw it in the garden. But that was a lot. And then woke up this morning, had my breakfast. I am making tabbouleh and naan kebabs for dinner. So I've already cooked the kebabs. The tabbouleh won't take very long when I wake up from my nap. And here we are now. So I'm going to do my media recap nice and early whilst we've got time. Starting off with TV shows. First of all, I finally watched Euphoria. Finally got there. Watched the whole thing in one sitting, and this season was definitely not my favourite. I think it's obviously so different going from them being at school to them not being at school. And I will say I preferred them being at school. I found that more interesting, and because obviously all of my favourite characters were there. I'm not going to spoil it, but Cassie's character development, not for me. I feel like she had quite a big part in this season where she didn't really need to, but that's my thoughts. So I think I'm probably going to give it maybe like 3.5. Like, it was obviously really fun to watch again, but the storyline wasn't that interesting, I'd say. Moving on, I am still watching We Are All Trying Here, which is a series that talks about a film director who is struggling to get gigs. He's never gotten a gig and he's been a director for 20 years. And he gets into contact with a producer who basically helps him out of his rut a little bit. And yeah, very, very good. I haven't quite finished. I want to say I've got 2 episodes left now, but slowly but surely getting there. I also started Delhi Bling. If you don't know what the Bling kind of collections are, essentially they are about really rich people, reality TV. That's pretty much it. So there is Dubai Bling and New York Bling. They're like the 2 main ones. New York Bling only had 1 season, whereas Dubai Bling, I want to say it's got 3. And Dubai Bling is like my fave. Great drama, just very, very good. And now they came out with Delhi Bling, which essentially is about really rich Indians. And I was like, oh, that could be interesting. However, they're all moving to Dubai. So it's kind of a waste, you know. I wanted it to be set in India to kind of understand what's going on over there, but that is clearly not the case. So I don't think I'm going to keep on watching it. I've watched 1 episode, didn't really get gripped into it, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. And lastly, yesterday I binged a series called Teach You a Lesson, which is about a team of law enforcement who specialise in going into schools that have a really bad rep, either about their teachers or their students. And they go in and they essentially become teachers for a certain period of time, and they end up convicting the person that's in the wrong. So I personally really like dramas that are set in schools and have to do with the law. I find them really interesting. So this was right up my street and it was absolutely fantastic. The ending could lead to a second season and I really hope it does, but it also could have just been a really good ending. So I'm not sure which way they're going to go. I'm obviously fingers crossed for a second season, so I would definitely watch it, but we shall see what happens. Moving on to music, first of all, I listened to my chill R&B mix, which is absolutely amazing. I obviously listened to the Twice set list before going to their concert. Their concert was so good. Honestly, I'm not the biggest Twice fan currently, but like all of their old songs, I do know them quite well. So it was nice that it was quite a mix of like their really famous songs and the new album, and all of the members got to do a solo song as well. Their stage was essentially split up into three. There was a main stage in the middle with two little like connecting pieces to two smaller stages on either side, and during the solos it'd be like start in the middle, then go to the right, then go to the left, then go back to the right, then the middle. So like it was jumping from side to side, which was really good because it means that the people could set up for the next stage without us focusing on them. And also it was a 360 stage, which is the first time I've seen that, especially in the O2. So the part of the O2 where the normal stage is, they don't have seats that go all the way up. They just have like the 100 and whatever section. But Twice used their 360 stage so well and so seamlessly. So their choreography, they would literally like incorporate them turning to each side of the room so that everyone got to see the whole choreography. And yeah, so smart. Loved the like stage design. It was extremely simple. They just had like some screens so that you could obviously see them when they're not facing you. The band were absolutely insane. They were like going crazy, so good, such great energy, literally from start to finish. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that concert. Of course, I listened to my Big Flo et Oli mix. That is nothing new. I also listened to my chill mix. I also listened to my summer 2024 playlist as well, which is just immaculate vibes. Moving on to books, actually. I am halfway through this book called Elle n'est pas obligée, which I had mentioned a few vlogs ago, and it is really, really good. So it is about a little boy who wants to go find his aunt in Liberia after his parents pass away, and in the process of that he becomes a child soldier. So yeah, super interesting, and I will give you a full update once I have finished it. And that is everything for my media recap for this week. We are swiftly going to move on to a Pull&Bear haul. Let me just show you how big the order is. This is my order. A lot of money was spent, but that's always the case with Pull&Bear, and then I end up sending back most things. So we'll see how it goes. I do have a second part of my order that is still to arrive, but I think that's only one or two things. So I think that's arriving on Monday. So you'll get the rest in the next vlog, but let's do a try on haul now. Item number one, we have this very nice shirt, which is white with some blue stripes with like a little bit of cinching in the middle. However, as you can see, she's too small. I should have got an extra large. I don't know why I thought a large would fit, but she is very cute. So I think I'm gonna send it back and get it in an extra large, and we'll see how we feel about it. Item number two, we've got these blue jeans, which are super comfy. These I actually tried on in store ages ago, and I've been wanting to get them, but they haven't had them in my size, and they finally have them. So I've now got another colour of blue jeans. I've actually got two blue jeans. I've got one that's like a really dark navy, and then the other one is like quite a light one. So now I've got like an in-between, which is exciting. Next up, we have these trousers that are way larger than I thought they would be. They're like linen trousers, white, nothing too fancy about them, but I feel like I want them a little bit tighter rather than being so loose. So I think these will be going back. Next up, we've got a little asymmetrical skirt. However, I don't know how I feel about this bit. I feel like I would have preferred it to just be straight, but I guess she is cute. The only other skirt I have is my cow print one. But I thought it would be nice to just have like a simple denim one, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm not in love with that. So for now, she's a maybe. Next up, we've got another pair of jeans. These ones are the exact same fit as the blue ones, but just in grey. I did think that they would be a bit more similar to the ones I used to have. Are these ones, which like, I don't know, I feel like these look a bit more like jeans compared to these ones, but I'm not sure. I mean, they are nice. They're super comfortable, obviously, but I'm not sure on the colour. So the colour for now is a baby. Next up, we have some white linen trousers. I think this is a bit more what I was expecting from the other ones. The other ones are slightly more like tailored, whereas these ones are very loose. But this is going to be very cute this summer, so she is a keep. The last trouser that I got is this black high-waisted kind of like tailored-esque trouser, but I feel like I would have liked it a bit tighter around like the top and the thighs. You can't see it very well, but it's like quite baggy everywhere. So I think she's going to be going back. Lastly, we've got this yellow top which ties at the back, but she is just a bit too exposed at the chest area, so she will be sent back, although it is the most lovely like buttery yellow colour, which is so sad. But yeah, that is the end of the Pull&Bear haul for now. You will get the rest next week.